Welcome back. Good to see you. As you know, Congressman, this announcement is coming after we learned that Republican Senator Josh Hawley and reported at least 140 of your GOP House members there. They're also planning to object to Wednesday's count. So what is your reaction to all this? Do you find it surprising how many lawmakers are standing behind the president on this?
You know, I've been in politics for about 20 years, Alex, and this is the absolute most cynical approach I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot over the last 20 years, as you have. But to attack our Constitution, to attack the electoral process in such a cynical way is really beyond me. And it just goes to show you the amount of control that the president still has on Republican primary voters, which all of these people, a lot of them thinking about running for president, are scared to death of Donald Trump, and they don't want to cross them. And I think it's cynical. I think this is exactly why people hate politics now, because people are in it for themselves, and they're not in it for the greater good or protecting these institutions that have made our country what it is over the last 200-plus years. And it's cynical. That's the only word I can come up with.
Yeah, it is cynical, but unfortunately, there are those who are echoing those exact same sentiments. I want to ask about whether your Republican colleagues follow through on this. If they do that, what happens then? Does this end in any way other than a confirmed win for Joe Biden?
That's the only outcome. I mean, they're going to bang their chest. They're going to go on the networks. They're going to get a lot of press. They're going to appeal to the extreme base, really, the tail's wagging the dog here. And they're going to be able to do that and go back home to their respective states and brag about it. But it's going to end with a vote in the Senate and a vote in the House against what they're trying to do. And we'll all move on with our lives, and Joe Biden will get inaugurated on January 20th.
Let's talk about the battle for the increased stimulus payments. Senate Republicans blocking that bill for $2,000 checks for the fourth straight day. That happened on Friday. You and your Democratic colleague, Ro Khanna, you've been proposing $2,000 checks since, April, right? I mean, what do you think about this now becoming a focal point in Congress? Is it too little too late?
Well, it seems that way. Mitch McConnell and the Republicans in the Senate have no interest, it seems to me, to bring this up for a vote. This is a $2,000 one-time payment. Congressman Khanna and I have been saying $2,000 a month until we get out of this mess, so at least for another few more months, because the waitresses, the waiters, the bartenders, those people that are working as many hours as they used to work and making about half the pay, they're not getting unemployment benefits. So these checks would help those people who are doing everything we're asking. They're working hard. They're playing by the rules. They're putting forth the effort. They're not taking advantage of any government program, but they still can't make ends meet. And it's mind-boggling to me that this has not penetrated the mindset in the United States Senate. And we got to keep pushing. But I think these elections here in Georgia coming up could maybe tip the balance in our favor to maybe get that $2,000 payment, and hopefully even maybe for the next few months to really make sure people don't have to file bankruptcy, they don't destroy their credit. That's what we're trying to protect.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how confident you are that the new Congress, after being sworn in, will be able to provide those increased dollar amounts in the stimulus checks. Do you think it all hangs on Georgia? We talk about a lot weighing on that race, right?
Yeah, I think everything hangs on Georgia, what the country looks like in the next couple of years. If the Democrats win both seats, or one seat versus the Republicans winning both seats. But both Republicans in Georgia have said they support the $2,000 payment. So it's not like there's not pressure mounting on some of these Republicans to support it. So, you know, who knows what the world looks like in a few days. But I'm hopeful that people will recognize that the vast majority of Americans are hurting. The small businesses, the restaurants, the retail, and the people who work in those industries are really hurting, and we've got to respond to them because they haven't done anything wrong. And that's what's underlying here. They haven't done anything wrong, and this is a good country, a decent country, and we should be supporting those people who are working hard and playing by the rules.
And the wealthiest country in the world, I might add. Let me just look ahead to tomorrow. How's that? Because when Congress convenes, it will vote for a Speaker of the House. You challenged Nancy Pelosi back in 2016. Does she have your support tomorrow as she seeks to retain her leadership post?
Yeah, I think she's going to be fine. I think this is another good parlor game, but there's no organized effort against her. We're all very, very disappointed with the results in the House and in the Senate. But we're not here to, in any way deep six the Democratic Party. I think Joe Biden is the new brand for the Democrats, which is really good because he appealed in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. So he helps us address some of those concerns that we've had.
Is there anyone you know of who will be challenging her in a legitimate challenge come tomorrow for the speakership?
Not that I heard of. So the real choice is between Nancy Pelosi and Kevin McCarthy. Nancy Pelosi, in her defense, has protected us from some of the more liberal ideas in our party. She's been there to protect us from some of those. And I think, that's the choice. It's going to be between her and Kevin McCarthy.
Okay. Ohio Democratic Congressman Tim Ryan. Never a choice whether or not to have you on, my friend. We'll see you again. Thank you so much.
All right.